Good evening, my friends, and today we're playing something new. This is not a blind playthrough. This is Human Resource Machine. It is a game I've played before. This game came out in 2015. I played it around about that time, 5, 6, 7 years ago, something like that. And maybe I played it in like 2017, something like that. It's a game that I have previously recommended in one of my videos over on the main channel. I say main channel, I haven't uploaded any videos there in quite a long time. But I've literally recommended this game before as a great way of teaching children how to code. We've never done a recorded Let's Play of it. I really like it. I've gone and deleted my saves, so we can start it from scratch. And it's just something a little bit lighter, really, a little bit more joyful, let's say. So, let's just jump into this. Probably that's me. That's the closest for me. Yes. Please proceed to the elevator. Welcome, employees. So, the notional aspect of this game is it's a programming language game. It's a little bit like a Zachtronics game. And you are basically creating a program that is going to run. You're creating a program. That is literally what it is. So, you look like an excellent instruction follower. Your first job will appear over there on the right side in a moment. Remember, you can always ask me for help. So drag commands into this area to build a program. Your program should tell your worker to grab each thing from the inbox and drop it in the outbox. Okay. Now, immediately, we are going to end up with a little bit of a problem about where my camera is. So, we are going to take that and that, and we're going to move it up to the top here so that we're not disturbing. It's going to look a little bit weird because I still need to look at the game on this screen, so it'll sort of look like I'm not looking at it. But that's sort of that, really. So, we'll do inbox, and then we've got outbox. And then we play the program when we're ready. And all he's asked me to do is just... Oh! Not enough stuff in the outbox. Management expected a total of 3 items, not 1. Well, let's ask for tell me more. Because there's also an achievement for asking tell me more on every puzzle, which I haven't got round to getting yet. So you can put together a list of commands over there on the right side, then press the big play button. What will happen? Office life truly is unpredictable, full of surprises. One day you can be just like me. But for now, back to work. So I think what we need to do actually, so inbox goes and grabs the 3 items from the inbox and then... Oh no, now we're dropping it. Okay, I see what we need to do. It's inbox, outbox, inbox, outbox, inbox, outbox. As I say, it has been a few years since I played this game. I have beaten this game before. I never 100%ed this game. You know, but I have finished the main track. We'll see how we get on. Okay, busy mail room next. Year 2. Looks like you've made it this far. Congratulations on your promotion. Most people stress out and quit before making it this far. Do you know what? I'm still going to need to move that camera, aren't I? Because it's cutting off the text. So, let's move this and this. Maybe this is the most sensible place. Maybe up here is the most sensible place. We'll see. We'll see. I can tell you have a bright future in inbox-outbox management. Here is your new assignment. So, grab each thing from the inbox and drop each one into the outbox. Or maybe I literally need to have the camera like here. There we go. That'll work, right? Now it's not in the way of my program, and what we put out doesn't matter too much. Okay. Grab each thing from the inbox, drop each one into the outbox. You've got a new command. You can drag jump arrows to jump to different lines with your program. With this new ability, you can complete this assignment using 3 total commands. So yeah, we'll do inbox, outbox, jump. Go. Slide to walk faster. This is the most satisfying part of it, when the guy just starts walking real quick. So busy mailroom, year 2. Your presence is now requested on the next floor, so we're up to year 3. Oh no, the inbox conveyor system is completely broken. But that doesn't mean we get to take a break from work. So ignore the inbox for now, and just send the following 3 letters to the outbox, B-U-G. The facilities management staff has placed some items over there on the carpet for you, if only there are ways to pick them up. So I think what you do is you copy from 4, and we'll go to the outbox, and then we'll copy from U. So these are memory addresses, right? This is an assembly type language. And that's all we're going to do. Now, it's asking for BUG. This might put them in the wrong order. Because what you get is you get gub rather than bug, but it appears to read it out perfectly fine in that way. I realise I haven't actually been clicking tell me more to unlock that achievement, so never mind. Scrambler handler is level 4. The conveyor system is fixed, and just in time for you to get to work, the data won't collate itself. Grab the first 2 things from the inbox, drop them into the outbox in the reverse order. Repeat until the inbox is empty. Feel free to copy 2 wherever you like on the carpet, it'll be cleaned later. So copy 2, puts a piece of data into memory, copy from, takes that memory address and reads the data from it. So we're taking 2 items. So we're going to go inbox, copy to the first memory address. Then we're going to need to go inbox again, and we drop that into the outbox. Then we're going to copy from our first memory address, and we're going to put that into the outbox. And then we're going to jump back to the start, and that should do what we want. So we drop the 3, and then we get rid of the 3, and then the 7 goes straight to the outbox, and then the 3 is going to go. Okay. Coffee time. Coffee time in the office.
Back to work, everyone.
Regions of the city continue to experience power failure. Local authorities.
It's kind of interesting because when I did work in an office, I work from home now. When I did work in an office, I never really did coffee time. Like, I used to get coffee, take it back to my desk and drink it. So yeah, let me know in the comments whether... So I'm going with calling this a nostalgia playthrough, because this is not a blind playthrough, because I've done it before. I've actually, in fact, beaten the game before. So I'm thinking for something like Myst, that's more like a revenge playthrough, because I never beat Myst previously. But this game I have actually beaten before, but it was like a long time ago. So would that be long enough to call it a nostalgia playthrough? Or what word would be most appropriate, do you guys think? Log into my personal rain cloud. I was never very good at maths, since I have only 3 fingers on each hand, but I hear you don't actually need to know very much about maths to complete these assignments. So for each 2 things in the inbox, add them together and put the result in the outbox. You get a new command. It adds the contents of a tile on the floor to whatever value you're currently holding. Fine. So if I did inbox copy to 0 and then grab something else from the inbox, it adds the contents of a tile on the floor to whatever you're holding. So add 0 then, and then just put it in the outbox. Is that not what it's asking me to do? So 7's going to go down, 2, grab 9, and then the 2 should overwrite the 7, which it does. Great, this should work perfectly fine. These levels do get harder, don't worry. In fact, these side paths are quite hard, and I never actually beat all of the side paths. Yeah, certainly didn't beat all of the side paths. Do we do the side paths first? Let's try the side paths first. See how well we do. Some of these puzzles will take a long time. Who are you? This optional area is for high-performing employees only. Is this you? Well, you're late. 7 years late. We need to make some changes around here. 7 years late. Is that literally keeping a counter on when the game was released? Because the game was released about 7 years ago. It was 2015, I think, so 8 years ago. I want to see a 100% performance increase. From this point on, your performance will be evaluated with extra scrutiny. So for each thing in the inbox, triple it and outbox the result. Self-improvement tip. Where are we going with this? Please leave the high-level decisions to management. So, we'll grab something from the inbox. We're going to copy it to memory location 0. And then I think we just add 0 and add 0 again. And then outbox it and jump. Hey, nice. Size challenge, cool. Speed challenge. Perfect. These challenges can be very difficult and in many cases not possible to optimize both simultaneously with one solution. Yeah, I do remember there's one where you actually need to unfurl the loop to get the speed correct, because it's a very interesting property that actually loops. Oh, we now have the dots. Okay, interesting. Oh, are we going to go for the dots in this playthrough? I've certainly never done all the dots. You can always check your own performance on each assignment's optimization challenges. The 2 green lights next to each button in the elevator will tell you how you're doing. Is there anything in life more thrilling than self-improvement? So we are now being asked, for each thing in the inbox, multiply it by 8 and put the result in the outbox. Using a bunch of add commands is easy but wasteful. Can you do it using only 3 add commands? Well, thankfully we start with a 4. So we're going to go and grab the inbox and we're going to copy that to 0, and then we're going to add 0 to the number we're holding, and then we're going to copy that to 0. So we're going to have 8 in position 0. Now, before we go and do that, we should also copy this to position 1 as well, because we also need a copy of the 4, because then we're going to grab the 4. No, we're going to grab the 4 from position 1, add position 2 to it, and then outbox that result. Then we're going to grab an inbox, add position 0, and outbox, and then we're going to jump, but we're only going to jump this part. So this is going to take the 4, copy it to 1 and 0. It's going to add the 4 to itself to make 8. Oh, do you know what? We could actually make that. Yeah, we don't need the copy to 0. Yeah, and that can be add 1. Copy that to 0, and then copy from. Yeah, okay, right. We can be one command more efficient then. Okay, so this is going to take the 4. It's going to put the 4 down here, make us 8, and then we're going to deposit the 8 there. Oh, multiply it by 8. Not add 8 to it. We're going to multiply it by 8. Right. Well, that was just everything wrong, wasn't it? Clear everything. What do the different tabs do? Okay, clear everything. Oh shoot, it's not giving us a 4 this time. Oh, well that's okay, because we don't need to add 8. We need to multiply the number by 8. So that's okay. We're going to double it, and double it again. That's what he mean. That's what they mean by can you use 3 add commands. So what we're going to do is we're going to inbox. We could certainly get it in fewest commands by saying inbox, copy to 0, add 2, 3. Your program is now in the clipboard. Try pasting it to other rooms or emails or notepad or anywhere. Are you sure you want to clear everything in paste? No. Would be handy if I could paste like a snippet of code. But anyway, okay, so I start with 1. That'll be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is not the efficient way of doing it, but I think it's the way to do it with fewest lines. So that multiplies it by 8. And then we just outbox it. "36 or fewer steps." Oh, right, okay, because I still go through the loop, don't I? Okay. Well, we've got it, but yeah, we could make it quicker. So if you copy it to 0 and then add 0, copy to 1. Add 1. Oh yeah, no, this will be quicker, won't it? Does that work? So that's double, doubles, and then doubles again, and then you outbox it. Yeah, okay, that is a faster way of doing it. Are we going to get 36 steps? Yeah, nice. Okay, tetracontiplia. What a wonderful feeling when all your work over the last few years all comes together and culminates in a well-executed assignment. So for each thing in the inbox, multiply it by 40 and put the result in the outbox. Right, this is an interesting one, right? So you want to do double, 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 right? Double, double gives you 32 plus 8. That's what gives you 40. So it's very similar to the last one. So we're going to do inbox, copy to 0, add 0, copy to 1, add 1, copy to 2, add 2, copy to 3, add 3, okay, copy to 4, add 4. So what this is going to do is it's going to double it, 4x, 8x, 16x, 32x. So then we add the 8x, outbox, jump, go. It expected 240. So that's double, 4, 8, 1632. So 96 times 2, get my calculator out here. So we're going to double that to 192. They were expecting 240, so they were actually expecting me to give them 48. Oh, it's because the doubling only happens after the... Yeah, okay. The doubling happens in your hand, not on the ground. So it is actually the output of doubling 2, which is what we store in position 3, in fact. So yeah, so this 7, for example, stays a 7. This doesn't double. So I miscounted the doubles. This should now work then, though. Great. And it works for 0, which is nice. Okay, so those were optional puzzles, so level 7 is probably actually going to be a bit easier. 0 Exterminator. Where do you see yourself in 5 years or 10 years? I have a note here from your other boss that says from this point on your performance will be evaluated with extra scrutiny. What a treat! Send all things that are not 0 to the outbox. You got a new command. It jumps only if the value you are holding is 0. Otherwise, it continues to the next line. So it jumps only if the value you're holding is 0. So we're gonna inbox, and then jump if 0, inbox, and then we outbox, and then you just jump straight back to the start of the program again, yeah? So 4, gonna go in. 1, jump if 0, take the 9. Okay, now we've got the 0 Preservation Initiative. It has come to our attention that the Zero Advocacy community felt the previous assignment was not inclusive. This time send only zeros to the outbox. What happens to the other number and letters? Management leaves that detail to you. Send only zeros. So we're going to inbox something, and then we're going to jump if 0 to the outbox. But if it's not 0, we're going to grab the other one. I think that's it. Right, and then we need another jump, yeah? Another jump here. Okay. So the speed challenge we should be able to get by unfurling the loops, if we're inclined to. We might come back later and make our solutions faster. Subtraction? Never learned that in school, did you? We're a good team. So we now have sub. For each two things in the inbox, first subtract the first from the second. Now, subtraction is a tricky operator, right? Because addition, it actually doesn't matter whether you're adding the number you're holding to the number on the floor or the other way around, right? Addition is commutative. But subtraction is not. So it's the order is actually kind of important. So first, subtract the first from the second and put the result in the outbox. Then subtract the second from the first, put the result in the outbox, repeat. So subtract the contents of a tile on the floor from whatever value you're holding. Okay, hang on. I gotta think about that one for a minute. So, first of all, inbox it and copy to 0. Then inbox and sub for me. Yeah. So 8. It's what you're holding, you minus what's on the floor. It subtracts the contents of a tile on the floor from whatever you're holding. So subtract the first from the second. Right, and then we're outboxing that. So that's the first one we want to do. We do, however, need to keep a copy of the second one because, so we outbox the first, then we're going to copy from 0, sub 1 from that, and we're going to outbox that number, and then we're going to jump. And I think that's going to be it, right? So we copy it to 0, we copy it to 1, we subtract 0 from the number we're holding and we outbox it, then we take from 0, we sub whatever number's in 1 from it and outbox that and then jump, so that should be okay. Brilliant. That looks like that's going to work. Nice. Equalization room. Sometimes some numbers are bigger than other numbers. Occasionally that is the case. And sometimes they are the same. How can we know? Do you know what this? I've not studied number theory in a long, long time, but I think it's literally something like I can't remember, but there's a is it a von Neumann's theorem that says something like if two numbers are equal to each other, they can't be equal to any other number? I don't know. Number theory's weird. How can we know? I read about that in this great book. Which number are you for the aspirational 0? You can borrow it later. So. And we get comments. Nice. Get two things from the inbox. If they are equal, put one of them in the outbox. Discard non-equal pairs. So we are subtracting numbers from each other, and if they're 0, we're going to do something with them. So let's get rid of these comments. We're going to grab a number out of the inbox, copy it to 0, grab the second number from the inbox. I think we can just subtract 0 from that number we're holding, and then if what we're now holding is 0, we want to copy from 0 and just go to the outbox. And then we go back to the top here, and if we're not holding 0, we go back to the top here. So we take the 3, we take the 9, we're going to sub the 3. Now we're not holding 0, so we're going to discard it. Now we're going to put the 4 down, we're going to grab the next 4, we sub this 4, now we're holding 0, so we're going to grab the 4 again, we're going to put it in the outbox. And that's it. That should now just work. Okay, now we have maximization room. There has been a change of plans. The accounting department has determined that treating all numbers equally is no longer profitable. Management wants big numbers only. So we're going to grab 2 things from the inbox, put the bigger of the 2 in the outbox. If they are equal, just pick either one and repeat. Ah, great, we now have jump if negative. Jumps only if the thing you're holding is negative, otherwise continue to the next line. So again, now we need to sub, and if it's negative, it'll tell us which one of 2 things to pick. So if we inbox and copy to 0, and then inbox, and I think we have to keep a copy of both numbers before we do anything. Because then, right, we're going to sub 0. This is going to take away the number on 0. So if that ends up being negative, then what is in 0 is the larger number. So then we want to copy from 0 and go to the outbox. But if it's not negative, we actually need to copy from 1 and go to the outbox. Because otherwise... Because what we're now holding is not the number that we want, right? And then we need a jump up here, right? Because if that outbox goes, then we need to start the next one. And we need a jump down here. So this jump if negative basically forms like a subroutine, effectively, right? Well, this is an if condition. This is an if condition, isn't it? Essentially. So otherwise, copy from 0, go to the outbox. I think that's all we need. Let's try it out. So 8's going down. We'll store 4. It's negative, so we're going to put 8 in. Now 3's going down. Yes, -1 is bigger than -3. Shouldn't matter. Yeah, okay, cool. Nice. We used 12 commands there. I don't think our steps are very good either. Okay. I think we copied data one too many times to really make it correct. Yeah. Employee morale insertion.
That, ladies, is how I saved a bundle on my long-distance telephone service. Back to work, everyone.
A massive army of machines has surrounded the city. The machines are not moving, and they are not communicating. Local authorities are investigating.
Okay, well let's try level 17 first, shall we? Exclusive lounge. I've always felt most comfortable with nice, cold, logical decisions. Emotional decisions are for the weak. So for each of 2 things in the inbox, send a 0 to the outbox if they have the same sign. Send a 1 to the outbox if their signs are different. Right. How do we check if they're the same sign? Usually, you would multiply numbers together and work out if they're larger or smaller than 0. But you can't do that with only addition and subtraction, right? We could do it with 2 jump if negatives. We grab the first one. If it's negative, we grab the second one. If that's negative as well, is that the way to do that? You could. So inbox. If negative, go and grab the next inbox. And if that's negative, copy from, what is it? If they have the same sign, copy from 4 and go to the outbox. I'm not sure this is the most efficient way to solve this, but yeah, okay. So that is both negative. Okay. So, if this is negative, and you grab that one, and it's not negative, copy from here and go to the outbox. Right, we're gonna add our final jump sort of later. Right. So that's 1 positive, 1 negative. So, if the first one's not negative, right, if the first one's not negative, we're going to need an inbox, and we're going to need another jump if negative. Right? In which case that would be different sign. So then we would copy from here and would go to the outbox. But if that's not negative and that's not negative, then we just copy from here and go to the outbox, yeah? And then let's just add a load of jumps back to the start. Like, I don't think that's like the cleanest way to solve it. But it should work. Let's see. Like, we're not storing any of the values at all. It feels weird because he's just throwing them away. Okay, it worked. Cool. We used a lot of commands and we did a lot of steps. Oh no, we did 28 steps. Okay. Excellent. Great. That's cool. Well, that, my friends, is where we're going to leave episode 1. I'm having a great time playing this game again. It's just a very kind of light. It's a bit weird as a puzzle game, right? Because what you have to solve is very explicitly laid out to you. If you are a developer, it's almost probably a little bit too much like work, this game. But yeah, it's kind of fun. It's a nice challenge. It's a nice challenge, and it's something a little bit different. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like, leave a comment. I love replying to people's comments. Subscribe if you're not, and yeah, come and join us for episode 2. I'll be up next week. See you soon. Bye bye.